I don't know if this is my business to say, but my cousin, he's young. He's like 22 years old. He just bought a brand new car. I was like, hey, cousin, no, hey, but how the fuck did you afford a new car? He has no job. He's like, oh, for my dad's child support money. I was like, dog, what the fuck? You saved it for all those years? Why he gonna tell me, nah, my dad still pays child support? I was like, don't that shit end when you're 18? He gonna say, yeah, but my dad don't know I'm over 18 yet. Dog, he's 22. How deadbeat you gotta be to not know your son is over 18? This man has been paying, he's 22, minus 18 years old. This man has been paying child support for 5 years or six.
So I think most people, when they think about child support, they say child support ends at 18, but they don't know that in certain states it does not end at 18. So you can see if your child is going to college and you're in certain states, here's a list of states, you could still be paying child support all the way until 23, 22, 21. So it really depends on where your child lives and if they're going to go to college. But I got a joke for y'all. So this article says that 42% of adults rely on their parents for financial support. Now this, to me, doesn't mean anything to me, but for a lot of people who are adults will say, oh my God, that's a damn shame. But unfortunately, not everybody's in a great situation, and sometimes their parents do have to help them out. So it says 42%. I believe it. It might be somewhere around that. A lot of people don't realize it, but yeah, child support ends at 18, but you will end up having to pay for your adult child if you're in a much better situation than your child, which you should be. I remember I was in the office of a guy that was an executive of this company I used to work with, and he made anywhere from 200 to 500,000 a year. He was a sales rep, and he told me, "Well, I just helped my son buy a house in Fort Myers, and he wants to buy a Jeep, but I told him he can't have that Jeep because I'm paying for it." And I said to myself, "Damn, his son must be, like 18, 19." He's like, "Nah, he's 32." And so it's very normal for some parents to still be paying for their adult child's things that they're getting. Like a lot of these people that that have a lot of assets, it comes from their parents' money. And with that being said, as a parent who plans to help my daughter even after she's 18, this whole setup of like being an adult and you can't get help from your parents really doesn't apply to a lot of people who have money. All right, so I have a theory about that guy's cousin. So it could just be a situation where he is not paying through the system, and because he's not paying through the system, he really just doesn't care, and he's loaded and he's rich. Now, if he's paying through the system, he is probably paying child support and it's back pay, unless your cousin is in college. Now, at the end of the day, a lot of dads will tell you that they wish the money went to the child. In this case, it's going to the child. He may be an adult child, but he is still your child. So don't shame his dad for continuing to pay child support, because if you really do love your kids, it never ends.